Good Friday morning, everybody. Well, I've come out here to run my Baja with the MGM 463 and 3080. I brought my GPS, so we're going to see how it runs. So stick with me till after the intro and we'll get to it.
Let's get started.
Okay, so here we are. Here's the stuff. Got to get it all out. Got to get it turned on and get to running. So what I'm doing first is I'm just walking out through here, checking the terrain. I can already see that there are some pretty good sized rocks over here from, where it's just kind of rough. Here, I'll show you. So I'm just going to go out through here and look to see the best path, because I'm basically going to just try to see how fast I can get going. I mean, I know about how fast it'll go, kind of. I don't know what the top speed is. I've had this combo 80, 80. I've been over 100 with the same combo, but a different ESC and motor and a different buggy. So it looks like it dips down and goes into some grass, which is okay. Here, check it out. It looks a lot farther on the camera than it is. I think we'll be okay. I'm going to give it a little look here, and then I'll be right back. The path I picked and walked was 458 feet, so that should be pretty good. So I forgot my tripod, so I'll be able to film a little bit driving, but I'm not really going to be able to film the real fast stuff that I got to pay attention to, so I'll just have the GPS on and we'll be able to see it. I can't really believe I forgot it, but I did, so okay. So I'm about to get them all out, get my radio out, and get everything turned on, get my batteries plugged up, and get the GPS on, and we'll get started. All right, here we go. We had a little issue, but I fixed it, so we're getting to it. So I drive the truck for over 10 minutes, and it's really loose, and this happens. First, I thought that the bolt in the lace shaft had vibrated out and the spur gear had come off. But then I realized it was the whole wheel, and I thought, well, that's crazy. So then the O-ring's still there. That's crazy. So, broke the pin. Well, it looks like that the Baja broke a pin. On the rear hub, you put the pin through it, and there's the O-ring around it, holds the pin in. It looks like it just broke the pin itself. So everything's still here. Everything looks like it's in good shape. I'm just missing a pin, like the pin's gone. The rubber O-ring's still on the wheel. I don't know. Weird. Get hardened pins. Here's another look at the hub and the wheel after I put them in the van. The O-ring's still there and the groove, everything looks good. Just the pin's gone, That's kind of crazy. I only get 48.3 because the surface is so loose, like it just is spinning so hard that I don't even think it spun that hard because it spun so bad. So let's look and see what it did. So I've hooked the ESC to the computer and I'm about to open the program to look into the ESC. Yes, it's going to make it. So now we're about to turn on the ESC. And it's connecting. We're going to go to history. Read. And it's going to take a minute to upload this. I'm probably going to speed it up. So even at 2 times, it still takes quite a minute to upload this. And I'm not sure if it does it in real time, but it does take a minute to look at it. It might take 11 minutes to upload 11 minutes worth of the data. So yeah, it's going to take a second and then we'll look at what it says. For some reason it wouldn't let me zoom in on it. You'll see it in the video where I zoom in on the peak, and when I click on it, it just is a flat line. And I'm not real sure why it did that. It's never done that before. So, I don't know. We can still see it in the graph. Like we can see, the maximum RPM it turned and the draws and the amps, and we can see all the temperatures of the motor and temperatures of the controller, and we can do all that. But for some reason, when we zoom in on any real part of it, it's just a flat line. So I'm going to have to find out what the deal is with that. But so looks like it's almost done. Okay, I'm going to leave it on 2x speed for the sake of the video. So here I'm turning some stuff off so you can get a better look at the graph. And I notice I get down to the RPM, which is the green. It didn't turn that much, like 16,000 was the high. So I click on it and there's the flat line. So I'm not real sure what happened. I look at the graph some, I go back, I look at it again, I click on some different stuff and look at it, and I try to zoom in and I go through the different things, and I just can't, when I click on it, it won't show me. So I'm not real sure what happened. I'll figure it out. I'm going to leave this on 2x. It looked like I had a maximum RPM out there on that loose rock, gravel, grass. It was like the maximum RPM was 16,000, which is nothing for this thing. So they're looking at the temperatures, the controller temperature and the motor temperature. And like I said, I just roll through it. I actually clear it, and then I re-download it again, thinking maybe it was something that was just corrupt because it's never done this before, but it did the exact same thing. So I don't know. I drove it for 11 minutes, I think's what the data length was. So it records for the last however long. I'm not sure how long. I need to get me a timer. That way I can know how long I drove it. But I'm not real sure. So, yeah, and then, I eventually get done looking at this. And like I said, the green is the RPM, and you can see that it's about 160, and it's times 100. So it's 16,000. The red is the input, what you're asking it. Let's look at the hub and the wheel real quick. So here's the wheel. It's still got the O-ring on it. And it's still in the groove. And it doesn't appear that it's been moved. And the hub looks fine, like it looks good. There's nothing wrong with it. Here's what a pin. This is not the pin, but I had some. So I guess I'm just going to put the wheel back on and put it back together. This is the pile of rocks I got out of it, shaking it upside down. I carried it home. I dusted it off. I thought I got all the rocks out of the chassis, so check them. All right, it's incredible how many rocks and stuff get stuck on that chassis and under the motor and stuff, so watch out for that. So let's look at the buggy, how it is right now. Here it is, sitting on the table. As you can see, I have the ESC off of it. The carbon fiber plate had an issue. Here's the ESC on the table, ready to go back on. There's the receiver. It's all one piece. So there's the extended arms on the front and on the rear. Those are new. I'm going to make a new plate to put the ESC on. Here's the plate. You can see the holes got wallered out. I guess maybe it loosened up a little bit and then started moving around. And of course, as rough as it was out there and bouncing everything around, it didn't take long. So I'll make a new one out of something. I'll probably make it out of metal, I guess. Maybe I think I got an old street sign, stainless I can cut it out of. Something like that. So I think we're coming to an end of this video. If you haven't had a chance to like or subscribe, share, please do. Helps the channel. It's completely free. Keeps us going. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching.